Alright, so this deck right here is a Neos Wiseman Turbo deck using the /draw FTK Danger engine in order to dig for all of the pieces, since one of the pieces is a dark type monster, and YuGiOh, one of the main components of that combo, sets up the board for Neos Wiseman since he can special summon a monster from the hand. The entire deck, very consistent, bring out Neos Wiseman pretty much every turn that you'll see in this duel. And it went about as well as you'd expect. Okay, so final thoughts on this deck. The whole thing of being able to bring out Neos Wiseman pretty much on your first turn whenever you wanted, this deck accomplishes that goal. Kind of, as long as I got lucky with the dangers. There were a lot of duels in which I was testing this deck on stream, in which people were stream sniping me and choosing the dangers in my hand so that they didn't get their draw 1 effect. Which apparently kills the deck. Incredible. Like, if you're actually able to choose out the danger, then the draw engine doesn't work. But if they don't, then this deck is incredibly consistent, because beginning of the end and YuGiOh with the danger engine is just broken as hell. Like, there's so much draw power. You can literally dig through your deck for every single combo piece you need, just as long as the combo you're going for doesn't require too many cards. Luckily, the Neos Wiseman combo, even though I don't have a way to recover Neos Wiseman, I was able to go into it pretty much every time I was able to get the combo going. Which means this engine is amazing, and I kind of want to try it out for other ones, except for the fact that I'm not. This was just like a one-off thing, because this is a very meta engine, and it's basically dangers, and it just has Wiseman sprinkled in. If people watch these kind of duels, they think, wow, they don't think, wow, you managed to get out Neos Wiseman. They think, wow, you're wasting, this engine on Neos Wiseman. That's not the kind of duels I want to do. They're not that interesting, except for like one-off videos like this. But then again, I don't really do daily videos anymore anyway. So I doubt that's that much big of a deal. So for tech options, I guess, I didn't really make this deck. I just kind of looked at a couple online, and the only thing mine is different is I have Hornet drones in it, which didn't help. So, like dangers, if they discard Huntsman, you get an extra draw. If they discard Beast, you get an extra draw. But Beast is a hard once per turn, whereas Huntsman isn't. That's why I only have one Beast and triple Huntsman. Dr. Frankenderp is a Dark-type monster who can be special summoned from the deck with Emergency Teleport to set up YuGiOh. And he lets you draw a card. You just don't get to draw a card during your next turn, but you don't care about that, because you're trying to set up Neos Wiseman on your first turn. And despite the fact that this deck randomly discards from your hand, you'd think, you can't run Neos Wiseman because you don't have a way to actually recover him. And no, that was never a problem, because I'm running Monster Reborn and World Legacy Succession. I'm able to get YuBel or Neos from the graveyard, just as long as I'm able to set these two cards during the combos, and then as long as I have one of them in my hand, I can use one of my YuGiOh's effect to special summon it, and just have one of these for later. That was basically always the case, where YuGiOh would summon either YuBel or Neos, and then I would use Monster Reborn or World Legacy in order to special summon the other one from the graveyard. And I found just running triple Emergency Call and one Neos was all I really needed, because this was just a search from the deck, which made it a little bit smaller. And also, I could just discard them later with my dangers. Technically, I could have ran 3 Neos and like 1 Emergency Call or something. But I didn't, because I was running more copies of Sky Striker cards. Yeah, I was running triple Mobilize, Engage. So I thought, having more Emergency Calls in the grave would actually give me a draw from that. I ended up just removing these because it wasn't that great, because this deck special summons dangers, so outside of my first turn, it's not very good. And there was lots of times in which I was going through the combo and then I'd draw into my Sky Striker cards like late in the combo process, which meant they were basically dead cards in my hand, until I brought out YuGiOh, which filled out my main monster zone. So this was just more consistent without them. I only just kind of left this in because, I had some success with it earlier, and I didn't want to have the deck list without it in here somewhere, because you do see Hornet drones a few times in the replays. Okay, and I think that's it. I don't really need to talk about the other choices. It's basically a danger draw engine.